Hi, my name's Tia. I like to read a lot of books and talk a little shit. Guys, basically I was supposed to film my intro and I just kept putting it off. Not that I even had to film an intro. Like later on you might be like, you wore that outfit twice. No, it's literally the same day and the same time. I realised that I didn't film the intro. This is going to be a what I read in a week as a full-time working girly, but also someone who is quite busy this week. So not only am I going to be working 9 to 5, but I also just have some plans with like family, friends. It's one of them, like, you know, when you have them weeks and it's like you just seem to have something going on. I'm also working away on Monday and Tuesday, so I got like a little snippet of my life when I have to do that. It wouldn't actually be a Tia video if something didn't go wrong, whether it was me or technology. Something goes wrong. I just run out of storage. So I'm back. Maybe. I don't even know what I was saying, but I'm basically just explaining that this is going to be a little week in my life when I am quite busy, which isn't actually the norm. It's very much me just getting that sort of point across that I'm just reading when I can, where I can, and also just trying to read every single day. I'm constantly, you know, trying to stay on track. This will be spoiler free, completely spoiler free, and there's also a variety of books in there as well. So we've got romantasy, high fantasy, why choose romantasy, and I'm currently deciding what the next book is going to be. So if you do like this video, then definitely let me know. Hopefully you enjoy the vlog in general, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Right, so as you know from the intro, I am doing a little what I read in a week, but this could turn into 2 weeks because I can either read nothing this week or I can read everything that I see. I did just go to a laundrette and just do some little jobs and things like that, and I decided I started The Night Prince, which is book 2 in the Wolf King series. I can't remember what it's called, and it just, something about it just weren't clicking. Like I just couldn't get into it, and I don't know if it was because I'm just like really not in the mood for it or because I weren't really that excited for it in the first place. But I was thinking to myself, like, what would get me out of a slump, and like what has got me out of a slump before, because I think not only was I in a book slump at the start of this month, but I've just been like a mental slump. I thought, you know, I need something that's gonna like get me back in that mindset, like quick, easy, break the slump. It's about 5:30 on a Sunday. I've got a few little jobs to do. I'm going to go and prep dinner now. Then I'm going to put some clothes away, that kind of thing. And then I've got like some time before I have my dinner, before like while I'll read. So I need something that's going to like get me attention kind of thing. I found this book. It's called Broken Bonds. And it's like a why choose fantasy. I think I've read a fantasy why choose. I've read other why chooses, but just not fantasy. It does get me out of slump. And I recently read Unhinged. That kind of got me out of a slump, I'm not gonna lie. Like that's what got me like picking up books more. Maybe it'll work getting me back into like fantasy and things like that. My issue with why choose is that I do choose, like I always choose, so that's like my problem with it. It's not like how they're written, it's not like, you know, the choices themselves, unless the choices are bad, and then obviously it's, you know, that's the issue. So like I said, it's Sunday afternoon now. I'll see how much I can read today. I did actually end up finishing Broken Bonds, whatever the first book is called. I literally binged it, finished it in basically one sitting whilst I was doing my jobs. About 10 o'clock, finished it, then I watched Grey's Anatomy for a little bit, went to sleep. I woke up this morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning, started Savage Bonds, and I read that while I was getting ready because I had a little bit of time. And then when I was on my way to the train, I got an Uber, so I read it a little bit more then. So I'm about 10% of the way through, to be honest, of book 2, Savage Bonds. I don't know if this is going to turn into like me just reading this whole series. Hopefully not, because I did want to mix it up a little bit, but like who knows, because right now it's doing what I needed it to do, which is breaking the slump. So I'm about to just go for food with one of my work friends now, and then when I come back I'll probably tuck myself in and then carry on reading where I left off. Updated you since Monday night, and the reason for that is because yesterday was basically like not a real day. So I woke up really early. Well, actually I never woke up early, I woke up late, but it was early in the day. And then I went to work, done my full day of work, and then I had to run.
Ay, she's a runner, she's a track star.
After work, get the train, on the train for 3 hours, and then as soon as I came home I basically just fell asleep. Read an update. So I finished book 2, Savage Bonds. In that series, I think it's called Bonds That Tie, something like that. And basically like a spoiler free kind of what it's about. So there's this girl, Oleander. She's bonded with 5 other guys, and they each have like different powers and different abilities, and each one like they kind of have their own little personalities. Like one's quite sporty, one's like a professor, like they're all different, and 2 of them are brothers. In book 1 she's kind of like rejecting the bond. She's like, fuck this, just I can't be arsed kind of thing, and like there's a lot of mystery, you don't really know like what's going on, but then the end of book 1 you find out and it all wraps up kind of thing. Book 2 like a continuation of that, so you do have to read them in order. Books are like so bingeable, and I think if you love Zodiac Academy you'll like it, especially if like when you read Zodiac Academy you were thinking like, I can't choose who my favourite is. Like, do I want to smash Darius or Lance, Caleb or Seth or Max, or all of them? And then you go with all of them. That's what this book is basically. I feel like book 2 like not much happened. The highlight of the book was honestly like she gets this little shadow dog, and that was the highlight of the book. Well, she actually has 2. It's not very plot heavy. Like I actually can't really tell you what happens in book 2 other than her just living in this house. Genuinely, like she like it's bingeable, it's so bingeable, and it's definitely get me out my slump. Today, like on my lunch, I started Blood Over Brighthaven because I was thinking, you know what, I've done like me. 1 second. It's so cold. I thought I'm gonna go into like a higher fantasy. Well, fuck me. I just don't think I was like ready, to be honest, because I'm like 6% through. Honestly, the whole first chapter I had to read 3 times because I don't understand what's going on. Like I felt like I'd been dropped quite literally in the middle of something. You know, in fantasy and like everyone's got like a mad name, like it was like giving that vibe. And now I know that I'm following a girl. I can't remember what her name is. I feel like it's something like sciatica, but it's not sciatica because that's like a disease. I just call it sciatica for now. So sciatica is like no, I shouldn't call it sciatica because that's not a name, but it's something like that. She's on her way to like go and take this exam. They only let one girl do it every 10 years, and she's like the one that is doing it this year. It's like magic, dark, academia kind of vibes. I mean, I'm hopeful. I feel like it's gonna be fun. I feel like it's gonna be interesting. After work, I'll probably read that for a couple of hours. I don't know if I'm 100% in the mood for it though. For now, I'm going to stick with it. Guys, I'm just having a little break from work, so I thought gonna carry on reading. Been like burning through the fucking pages. I don't know what is in it. Crack, apparently. But I was reading. And then anyway, so it's about this girl I was explaining before, sciatica. I don't know how to say it, sciatica. So she gets into the college and she gets paired with like a janitor because like everyone's just taking the piss out of her because like she's a girl and whatever, you know, typical. So she's doing a thing, she's doing a magic, and all the men are just old and ugly and they're all jealous of her. And then anyway, one of the men has the absolute audacity to turn around and say like, oh, we all know like how you got in here, like implying like she's friggin' frackled away up these fucking chains. Anyway, I'm so fucking sat. Guys, it's getting a little bit deep. So I'm just about to go to bed. I am so fucking tired. I went for a walk after my dinner and it was really cold. I just came back, had a cup of tea, and then just chilled for a little bit, just watched telly and stuff. But I have just realised that Carly Fortune's book is on my neck alley, available to read. So I'm really fighting the itch to read that right now. But I don't think I will because it doesn't come out until May. So I might wait and read it in April. Guys, I read One Golden Summer last week or the week before and literally loved it so much. It's like Charlie like actually got a redemption. He's literally in my top book boyfriends now. Like, he really did redeem himself. So I'm just gonna get into bed, read whatever. Where I was up to in Blood Over Brighthaven, I didn't read much after my last update, so they were in the middle of like the little debate and stuff. Pretty much similar to Calabasas, so I think if you liked that, you will like this, and I really did enjoy Calabasas, so that's probably why I'm enjoying it. It's one that you have to have your thinking cap on for. Sometimes, like especially before bed, I'm like not really I don't really have much concentration. Guys, I did warn you, there was going to be some days where I just completely forgot to say anything. I did have people over yesterday for tea, so that's why I didn't update yesterday. But I did finish Blood Over Brighthaven. Guys, I'll insert a picture of me when I finished this book. I read it this morning and can confirm that it was actually that good. I just know that anything that I read is like not gonna reach that level. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, because at first I didn't even know if I was vibing with it, like, and you guys will have known, like, I was apprehensive to even continue reading it at one point. I didn't know whether it was like too much or too serious, or all of a sudden it just clicked and it just was like insane, and it was so good. It was actually so good. I think if you like Red Rising and Calabasas, you're gonna like that book, because it's like a combination of both of them, like which is weird because one is like magical realism and one is sci-fi, and this is like high fantasy, but it just works. Like, got so much conversation over gender inequality, classism, and just also like the actual price of revolution. And like, I think it's so important nowadays as well, with everything that's going on in the world, to actually think about when things are happening and when like people higher up are like making decisions to do things to better themselves, who is actually paying the price of those decisions. And that's like what it focuses on. And I don't know whether it is because of the current time right now, and I just read it in the right moment and I read it in the right time, but it was so good. Like, it was so good. The book alone was perfect. I didn't really know what to read after that, so on my lunch today I was just watching Sims videos, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is a bit of a weird week as well, because I've done like what I read in a week as a working girl, as a full-time working girl, but this week I've not only worked away, but I've also been like quite busy. There's just like generally, obviously we've had people over. I feel like on my lunches I've been like watching shows a bit more and things like that than reading, so I do generally read a little bit more than I am this week. But I also think it's a good example and it's realistic, because we can't always be reading like 8 books a week. I just overthink it, because in some weeks I will read like 8 books in a week. If I read 8 books this week, or literally 1 book all week, I'm no less of a reader than anyone else. So I feel like this vlog has actually helped me read a little bit more, because it's motivating me to read a book to then talk about it. So it's actually making me think more about what I'm reading. It's really sunny for the first time ever in the northwest England. And probably like January, I feel like we've had literally grey skies since January. There was like one sunny day a few weeks ago and that's it. But today, guys, the sun is shining and the birds are out. It's actually brilliant. Like, it's so good, and it's actually, can you tell the serotonin levels up right now? Like, Friday, I don't know if I said that, I'm gonna go after work and take myself to the park and just have like a little reading session in the park. And like, obviously if I get freezing cold, because it is still like 10 degrees, so it's like actually not that warm. But if I get too cold I can just leave, but at least like try to like interact with nature a little bit and like touch grass, do you know what I mean? I am reading Wild Reverence, guys. And this edition is actually the nicest edition in my humble opinion. It's set in the world of Divine Rivals, but it's like a prequel. But I don't think you have to read Divine Rivals, or you don't have to read this to read, well, you obviously don't have to read this to read Divine Rivals, because Divine Rivals is already out. Read Divine Rivals. So when this came out, I was really excited to read it. I went and met Rebecca Ross, everything, but then I just like didn't pick it up. See, like, what's gonna happen is as soon as 5 o'clock hits and I drive away to go to the park, it will become cloudy and gloomy and disgusting. guess what? Can you see that? It's rain. So I'm not going to be able to read in the park because it's raining. Turns out my gut feeling earlier on, I drive away to go to the park, it will become cloudy and gloomy and disgusting, was right when I said as soon as I step outside it's going to start raining. Oh. But anyway, the main thing that just went wrong was I just nearly killed a dog because someone was walking the dog on the side of the road, and then they let go of the lead. The dog runs across the road. It was like a fucking hazard perception test. I've slammed on, obviously I don't want to kill any animals. I've slammed on and the girl's like at me, as if I was the problem. Your fucking dog has just run out on the road and it's your fault because you let go of the lead. Why would you do that on the main road? And then after that, this old couple, and I'm sorry, I'm not being ageist, but they were an old couple, just walk out in the middle of the road as well. And I think, right, am I missing something? Is this everyone just walks on the main road day or what? So it was really concerning me. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to read my book at home in the safety of my house where old people and dogs don't run out at me. I'm sorry if you can't really see me. This was the best place to put you in the car without it literally burning up. So in terms of where I was up to in Wild Reverence, so you've probably seen from the clips, I did read for a little bit yesterday when I came back from the absolute disaster, which was the park. I came back and I read some in the house. I got to about chapter 20, maybe around 20, 21. And then I read some more this morning, got to about 25. I don't know how I'm feeling about it though. That's the issue. One thing about me is this year, I have just been really, if I'm not fucking with a book, I'll just DNF it. I have no problem doing that anymore because I really am prioritising, reading things I'm actually going to enjoy rather than, sitting through something that I'm not liking. And I'm also a really big fan of soft DNFing as well. I've picked up so many books this year, and if I know that the moment's not right, I'll just put it on the side and read it at a later point. God, it's so hot today, guys. So yeah, I am enjoying it, don't get me wrong. It's just, I think it's too hard because I had such high expectations, and this is my problem, is sometimes I will put high expectations on a book and then I'm disappointed when it doesn't meet it, and it's completely my own fault. But I'm gonna carry on reading anyway to get to at least halfway, and then I will let you know what I actually think about it when I've read enough to form an opinion. A tragedy has happened. My favourite headband broke. Anyway guys, it is Sunday. Maybe thinking, Tia, what happened to the vlog? No, exactly what happened to the vlog, I don't know. So between me sourdough starter absolutely dying and me Sims deciding not to work anymore and crashing out halfway through, me spending 3.5 hours and staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning building a little village, I can't even talk about this weekend. It's actually been a disaster. And then on top of that, you want to talk about me couldn't read? I'm not liking it. I don't know what it is that I don't like about it, because when it started, I was involved. I was so invested. I was we're getting this backstory, we're learning about the gods. And then I just got so bored. It's 50% of the way through. A girl, she's a god, basically, has been born. Girl sees guy in dreams. They speak a little bit when they're younger. It's now years later. That's it. What? And it's such a shame because I was so excited for it, and it was on my major list, my priority TBR. I was so excited. I love Divine Rivals. Every little thing is being explained, over explained, and maybe it's just me because I've burnt myself out, by trying to read two big books on the back of a slump, and this is fully probably my fault, my problem, but I just can't, like, nothing about it is connecting to me. I just don't care. Like, I literally remember the two main characters' names and that's it. I'm like, that's so not even like me. Even when I hate a book, I usually remember everyone's names. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do. Yesterday I basically tried to read this book for a little bit, went to see my nan, came back and played Sims, just had like a little cozy night. Sourdough died, that's when the disaster happened. I stayed up till 1 o'clock in the morning making this little village on Sims. Then the laptop died. Well, it didn't even die, it just fucking crashed out for some reason. Then I crashed out, obviously. And then the book was just pissing me off. It's like I weren't then feeling the want to, like, you know, distract myself from these bad things and go and read, which is like what I love to do. And so I went to bed, woke up this morning, tried to read a little bit more. Again, just weren't really clicking with me. So I just had a little chill day. I'd done some jobs, went for some food before with my boyfriend, and then now it's like 7 o'clock. I'm just gonna try and find something that I want to read, but I actually just like don't know what I want to read. So probably keep this vlog going till like tomorrow, because I guess this has been like the most boring fucking thing ever. If you are still here, then I am so grateful, because I actually don't know why. So yesterday I did end up soft DNFing Wild Reverence, and I will definitely finish it at some point. I just wasn't in the mood for it, and the actual least of my worries right now should be reading this book that I'm not enjoying, like when I can literally just close it and problem end it. So I started reading Little Stranger by Lee Rivers. I loved the Edge of Darkness series. This book, I'm about 70% of the way through now. I'm just on my dinner. I'm gonna go back to work shortly and then finish after work probably. I'm whizzing through it. Like, it's so fast paced and it's literally like crack. I can't put it down, but it's actually one of the most disturbing things I've ever read in my life. First and foremost, if you knew me in real life, forget everything I'm about to say. It's a dark romance, foster brother and sister, like in love with each other situation. She's a mute as well, like selective mute, and she's like a cheerleader, like that sort of thing. There isn't much plot other than it just being weird. It's like I'm not enjoying it, but I am clearly, because I can't put it down. It's like I'm driving past a car crash and I can't look away. Like, that's how it's making me feel. It's actually currently 11:45, midnight. So I finished Little Stranger. Insane, the most insane book I've ever read. I didn't really like it, but like also, like I said before, I just couldn't stop reading. I feel like if it had more of a plot, I would be there. I'd completely be there, and I would have just got over the weird stuff. But unfortunately, because there was no plot other than this brother and sister being in love with each other, I couldn't really get behind it. So I did end up rating it 2.5 stars, which isn't a bad rating, because it weren't like badly written or anything. It was just not for me. And I finished the evening with reading the entirety of Blood Bonds, which is book 3 in the Bonds That Tie series, guys. I called it at the start of the week, like this vlog was going to end up me just reading that book, that entire series, and it's literally working now. It's so addictive. Like, it's literally, I don't know what it is about a little white shoes, but it just gets me every time. And when I read a bad book, I can just go back to that little series, and you know what, it's keeping me happy and it's keeping the spirits high whilst everything else is going wrong. So highly recommend that series. Can't really talk much about it because obviously it's book 3 at this point in the series. I don't really want to spoil anything, but just know, if you look for a white shoes, you should read The Bonds That Tie. In general, if you want to know any more of my thoughts and feelings on these books, then just let me know. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. Like I said before, it is my first vlog, like a reading vlog kind of thing. It's been a bit of a chaotic week. It's been a lot, and I'm kind of having like a minute right now, but yeah, I really appreciate everyone that's still here, still watching and supporting the channel in its little growing era. So, and hopefully, you know, this is something that we can continue to do, but just let me know if you like it, and I'll be happy to oblige. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.